There's another Magic Online open? Wait, really? Magic Online, Magic Online, Magic Online. What the hell? This is so confusing. Oh, Jesus. Whatever. Minimize. Oh, this is... Yeah, I can't minimize or exit. Okay, we're in there. Okay. What's going on? I looked into bots a little bit. Might set them up. It's time intensive. Yeah, I mean... But if there's no, yeah, I know. I mean, there's also like this tournament queue and like each of the other like clients and whatever else is going on. There's just a bunch of stuff. I mean, realistically, having a store bot's not a bad idea if there's going to be employees for a store that are up here doing, you know, store related things anyway. It seems like an easy way to get extra revenue and to get easy stream profit for Magic Online, right? Maybe that's just me being optimistic, but realistically, there has to be one person who wants to draft Vintage Masters. Come on, one person that wants to lay down $25 to put their extra hefty high buy-in on the line to prove that they have a skill advantage over everyone else in a super great and exciting format where we can open up Power 9. That was like the worst plug I've ever given. Dear God. I'm not planning on drafting Storm, Magic fanboys, but if it happens, it happens. I'm not going to pass Storm. Like, if it falls right into my lap, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to play it, and it's going to be great. But I'm not looking to do it because I feel like Storm is not necessarily a winning strategy unless you get a little lucky. I do love Africa, especially South Africa. It's a great place. Ooh, the draft's finally starting. It's not exactly 25 ticks, but it's close. Oh my God, there's account sounds. I'm so sorry. Power! Yay! Time walk. Okay, great. We're taking that. I gotta turn off these sounds. I apologize. I'm not sure why they're on right now. So I'm gonna move this over here real quick. Oh God. I don't know why those... I apologize. I hope that wasn't really loud. We turned them off earlier, so I'm not sure why that's the case. So yeah, that should be fixed now. I'm gonna go ahead and minimize that. Okay. Woo! We did it! So there's the Time Walk. Obviously going to take that. A Mythic Rare in Eureka, but that's not super exciting. Brain Freeze is a card that is Storm, and we might end up doing it at some point. Suchi's pretty great. Gusclo Carrier's fine. Ophidion's fine. Spark Spray's alright. Frank Search is great. Chain of Edict great. Exile great. We're going to take Time Walk. Must be nice. So yeah, we're going to... Oh, I got to take that Just Chillin' off. Let's do that right now real quick. So get that text out of there. We open Power. It must be nice to be us. Follow that up with Battle Screech. I mean, Ephemeron's good. It's blue. So is Frantic Search. So is Circular Logic. But I'm not married to this Time Walk. You don't have to play it. I think the Battle Screech is probably enough better than Ephemeron that I think I like it. And maybe that's a little psychotic. Maybe I should check myself before I wreck myself. I am very biased towards white in this set. I think it's the best color by a lot. So, and Battle Screech for sure, even not being biased, is the best common. And I don't think that that's close, right? So, like, is it better than Ephemeron? I'm not sure. It's actually pretty interesting. Like, I have a sick affection for Battle Screech, and I still think it might be the best card. But Time Walk's not terrible. Ephemeron is like a pretty good card. I just feel like Battle Screech leads to more won games than Ephemeron does. But, I mean, it's in the ballpark, right? It's pretty close. Yikes. I think I'll just take the Battle Screech and should be fine. Sulfuric Vortex? Really? Jeez, there's a Fire Blast, too? Yikes. I should just take Waterfront Bouncer. I should not try to be a freak. I mean... God, that's a pretty wild Sulfuric Vortex. There's, like, no chance that I wheel this Fire Blast, right? There's just no chance. And if I take Sulfuric Vortex, that's pretty much a wasted pick. Waterfront Bouncer is super good. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take that. Again, I'm not married to the blue. I'm not really married to the white, but I do like the cards that I have. And Waterfront Bouncer, I think, is the best card in this pack. That's probably not Vortex. And it's probably better than Fire Blast, but it's close. I think I'm just going to take Bouncer, and it's fine. It's awkward that I'm passing these red cards, but I don't really want to be the person that's getting shoehorned into taking them. And now we come to an interesting pick that comes up all the time. And that is Soltari Trooper versus Stoic Champion. I'm usually on the Soltari Trooper plan just because I like evasive guys. Stoic Champion's great, and sometimes if you have random cycling lands, it can be way better than a Soltari Trooper, but I think that I like the evasiveness of Soltari Trooper better. Repel's a card that we would play in this deck because it looks like it's going to be some sort of aggro tempo deck. Cloud Jin is fine. He's a solid flyer. Skywing Haven's a cool dude. And, like, again, there's a bunch of blue-white cards. Not that, you know, it's super important because it's still really early to be, like, you know, like this pack might have just had a bunch of blue-white cards in it. But it's not a bad thing to see. I like Trooper here. I mean, I would play a lot of these cards. Root Wallow is also one of the better cards in the pack, but I think I'm going to go with Trooper here. Sure, I mean, this pack is actually really weak. And there's not really a reason to deviate from our plan. Ooh. Sorry, we can just take Gustclaw Carrier, and I still like our spot just fine. Like the cards that are like playable in this pack are like Voreen is okay, Matron is good in Goblins. That's it. Like the rest of these cards are sideboard cards at best. Like Death's Head Buzzard is a sideboard card against Battle Screech. Tangle can be a sideboard card against aggressive decks. I guess you can play Armor of Thorns in green-white auras if it comes down to it, but like none of these cards are really playable. Like Triangle's Triangle's okay. I don't like to play it if I can avoid it. But we're just happy taking an on-color Gustclaw Carrier. This is a little bit of a cooler. This is not such a good pack. I guess I'm on Killer Whale over Taros Faithful. Yeah, we want white creatures for Battle Screech, but we want white creatures that cost less than 4, because we want to play Battle Screech on 4 and flash it back, right? Yeah, I think this is pretty fine. Let's see what chat's saying. There's a turnabout. Yeah, it's fine. Gustcloak is good. Buzzard is good specifically against Battle Screech. I don't think it's a very great card otherwise. Whale's fine. Faithful's fine. Tangle can be main deckable. I don't like to do it, but it's possible. Like, there's some matchups where it's totally dead and some matchups where it's absolutely busted. Ooh, Exile versus Mistmoon Griffin. The real issue is we look to be like we're a pretty aggressive deck. The thing I like about Exile is that if you're playing these evasive beaters, like we're playing Soltari Trooper, we're playing Gustclaw Carrier, we're playing Battle Screech and Killer Whale, when you exile their guy, that swings a race in your favor very drastically. Like, remove your biggest creature and I gain life. It's pretty sick. Mistmoon Griffin's good. I feel like this pick's actually pretty close. I think that I'm going to go with my first removal spell and take Exile, but I mean, like, these cards are pretty comparable in power level. Mistmoon Griffin's kind of sweet. 93... To answer your question, there's not really a deck that wants Penumbra Worm. There's like some green-red kind of ramp decks with Orcish Lumberjack that might use it, but it's not really super great. This pack sucks. Yeah, I don't really like any of these cards. Jeez. Gilded Light's like a sideboard card. I guess I'm just going to take Skywing Haven because I think it's the most likely card to make our main deck. Obsessive Search is just not good. Like, yeah, we have a Waterfront Bouncer, but I can just discard anything to this. It doesn't need to be a Madness card. I don't care. I don't really like Skywing Haven, but I think it's fine. So Eureka tabled, that's pretty wild. Chainer's Edict tabled, that's pretty wild. I think I'm just going to take Gustclaw Carrier. Sure, we're on the white aggro plan. We got some blue cards to back it up. Seems great. What? What is Ernie doing in here? Like, realistically, I should be taking this Grasslands, and I should be like, hey, maybe we should splash green. If we get a couple of green cards and that are sweet and some more green fixing, it could be great. This sort of Jin is tempting me to hate draft. I hate drafting. I think it's like the worst thing you can do. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this Grasslands. But this card has no business being in this pack. This card is way better than everything else that should ever be here and is there currently. Sure, now we'll pick up our Gilded Light as a sideboard card against Storm. Snap that right off. Ugh. Yeah, Goblin. Ooh, there's another Gilded Light. I don't really like Cloud Jin. I think that card's not very good, to be honest with you. I think I just on another Gilded Light over a second Skywing Haven. This way we won't lose to Storm decks. It's kind of awkward, but... And last time this came up, I wish we had taken the Cloud Jin, but this deck looks so not where it wants to be with Cloud Jin. Like, I don't care about that card right now. And if I can get another, like, a card that's pretty decent against a deck that I could actually lose to, then I think I'll take that. Yeah, for 6 mana, you just need to have a great impact on the game, and sometimes that just doesn't. Yeah, the difference between Legacy Pool... Oh, Legacy Cube Pool? Yeah, there's like some vintage-only cards. Yeah. The main one is the Power 9, like It's Me just said in chat. But there's a couple other ones, like Mana Crypt would be in Vintage Masters, but not in the Legacy Cube. Library of Alexandria. A couple of other like really, really powerful cards. But Vintage Masters is actually like a limited format. Ooh, another Brain Freeze, you don't say. We'll be taking the Serendibifreet, though. Serendibifreet's great. Yeah, this is pretty wild. They're passing another Brain Freeze, but Serendib is sweet. Wild Mongrel is the second best common in the set behind Battle Screech. That's kind of a thing to like note that is in there. And also, Goblins. Pretty sick. So getting some more Gilded Lights is pretty great. We might want some of those if it's going to be a double Brain Freeze deck. But Serendib's a great place to be, and I'm pretty happy. So now... Wow, that is some sicko green cards. Yikes. Jesus. Oh, God. So now we're in this kind of weird spot where it's like, yeah, there's some blue and white cards. None of them are really what we want. I think I'm just on Phantom Nomad because it makes our curve the best. I'm going to bring this up a little bit. We're kind of lacking in the 2-drop slot. And not that I think Phantom Nomad is like a great turn 2 play. It's a good turn 2 play, and it can block while my evasive flyers and shadow guys will win the game. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is like okay, but he never quite does what I want him to for 4 mana. And like I'm not in a hurry to pick up Killer Whales or Kenai Avens or Ophidians. So like I'm not like thrilled with this pick, but it's fine. This also has the upside of flashing back Battle Screech on turn 4, which we need a few more guys to be able to do reliably, so that's pretty sweet. It's worth noting there was another Gilded Light in that pack, so we might end up with basically 17 Gilded Lights. Could be sweet. So there's that Cloud Gen that we're still not really interested in. I think I like Noble Templar here. I'm not in love with Aquamoeba and non-Madness decks. I think it's actually pretty poor. Rescind is like a fine card. I wouldn't hate having one, but I don't need to take it early. And Noble Templar fixes your mana. He's great late game. He's a solid man. Cloud Gen again. He'll probably just wheel. We'll probably just get him on the way back. And Karn, not so great. He's okay, but not so great. So I think Noble Templar is pretty fine. Again, not an exciting pack, but there's a Gaze Embrace. Another Penumbra Worm. A bunch of junky commons. So sure, we'll take Noble Templar. Yikes. So what I noticed about this pack is there is basically nothing for us. We could take and play this Deathblade Elite. It's not terrible. What I am going to do is I'm going to look up how much Taiga is. Because it's like very possible that Taiga is worth enough that we just take it. I'm assuming it's not, because usually the blue dual lands are the only ones that are worth enough to take. Justify taking right there, right? So I have Deathblade Elite selected. Taiga, 3.16. Yikes. That is just so hard to justify taking. Jesus. So, like, yeah, 3 ticks is 3 ticks. Like, there's no arguing about that, right? I think that this Deathblade Elite is still in our main deck, so I'm going to take it over this Taiga. It doesn't feel good, because I'm not really in love with Deathblade Elite, but I think we need to do it. Oh, yikes. Exile, Piana. Okay, I did that backwards. Piana, Exile, and Phantom Nomad. Like, these cards are all very good cards that are in our deck, and we'd be happy to have any of them. I'm assuming Piana is just the best one, and I don't want to pass it. Yeah, we'd love another Exile. Yeah, we'd love another Phantom Nomad. Piana is not something we're going to get another shot at being an uncommon, probably, so I think we're going to go ahead and snap that off. Yeah, I mean, like, I think that's just the best card in this pack. It's kind of crazy that we have so many double white cards. If we can get any blue-white fixing, it's going to be super, super clutch. But, yeah, I think this is just the best card here. We'll be looking to pick up 2s more highly. Sure, Suchi's great. We play Repel, but yeah, Suchi is great. So let's just take Suchi and not worry about it. This Looter's kind of whatever. Famine's going to be great against us. Famine's going to wreck us into pieces, but Suchi is great, so let's take Suchi. How can you really argue with 4-mana 4/4s? You just really can't. Lackinos Drifters over a bunch of cards we can't play. There is a Blazing Spectre, there's an Elephant Guide, and a Dothy Mercenary to kind of note, but we'll just take another 4-mana creature. Floodplain, ding, ding, ding. That was that fixing I was talking about with all these nice little double white cards. Like, yeah, Mystic Exalt's okay, we might play him. Yeah, Repel's probably actually really good in this deck, but I think we're going to be able to get one because Repel's not a high pick. And I'm really interested in making sure we hit double white while also having our blue mana to play these things on time. So Floodplain, get in here. Pretty happy about that. There's a Gilded Light versus a Taros Faithful. Knowing that we're about to get another Gilded Light, and we already have 2 in the sideboard, I'm going to take this Taros Faithful. We might want this against another aggressive deck or that's trying to race us or something. Yep, there's that Gilded Light. Is it possible that we want a Killer Whale? I mean, like... Our deck's already decent against Storm, and we could just take another Killer Whale that will probably make our main deck. I'm not really in love with having 2 Killer Whales, but it seems so stupid to take a sideboard card over a card that could make our main deck. It's pretty awkward that we have double white, double white, double white, double white, double blue, but that's just kind of how that goes. Sure, whatever. Bunch of garbage. Yeah, Wright was just hanging out in that pack. That's just kind of how that is. Realistically, in this last pack, we're looking for any removal spells and any good 2-drop creatures to fill out our deck. But our deck's pretty great. Like, Battle Screech is great. Obviously, if we have power, we'll take power. Yeah, great. We're really lucky we already opened one. That must be nice. Yeah, I don't know. Sure, we'll take a Wall of Diffusion. Yep. It's a fine draft so far. I'm pretty happy with it. Again, our mana costs are a little awkward. I like the evasive guys that we got. Our curve needs to get filled out a little bit more, especially in the 2-drop slot, but it's a pretty solid deck. Again, we're looking for removal, we're looking for Battle Screech, and we're looking for 2-drops. And then that's it. Roughly in that order, but, you know, there's a little bit of room to be flexible. I do like that a lot of our things are evasive. I do like that we got a Floodplain that's super sweet. Another, like, a Black Lotus wouldn't be so bad, though. You know, two pieces of power in one draft. I haven't done that yet. I'm actually... Sylvan Library, damn. Imperial Armor, yikes. I really want this Deep Analysis, but this is about as good of an Imperial Armor deck as you're going to find. I think we were on the Armor plan, but, man, I would really appreciate a Deep Analysis in this deck. Yeah, we'd also appreciate Mistmoon Griffin and Noble Templar, but I don't think I'm passing an Imperial Armor in this specific deck. This is like, especially if we pick up any more 2s, this is exactly where we want to be. Yeah, I think we're going to take this. Mofiach. So in Vintage Master Standard, what's the power level of this deck right now? Going into the 3rd pack without knowing what 15 cards we're going to get next, I'd say this deck's probably at potentially like a 7 or 8 out of 9. I'm pretty conservative estimate. Like, this deck's pretty sweet. If we get some removal, some 2-drops, and another Battle Screech, we're set to jet. Opening this pack is kind of disappointing. Like, Imperial Armor is great. It's not, like, insane, but it's great. It's fine. So we're going to take it here over Deep Analysis, which is close. But, I mean, I'm pretty happy with this deck so far. Another Brain Freeze? Son of a... There's going to be an insane Storm deck with 3 Brain Freezes. Holy crap, that's sick. I wish we had another Gilded Light, because that deck's going to be insane. Here we're just going to take Trooper. That's exactly what we wanted, a card that fills out our 2-drop slot. We would like a Radiance Judgment, because we want to get a card that will function as removal, and that's basically what that is, but Soltari Trooper is still exactly where we want to be. Ding, 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 Swords to Plowshares. We're doing it. This is exactly what we want. We would also, again, like a Deep Analysis, also like a Soltari Emissary, but Swords to Plowshares is exactly where we want to be. Maybe we will wield this Reviving Vapors, but I don't really like this card anyway. But definitely taking Swords to Plowshares. Definitely would like an Emissary or Deep Analysis, but Swords to Plowshares is in our deck, not close. And we're doing it! We're doing it! The Battle Screech is here as well! I can only ask for so many things, but yes, we are doing it, in fact, right now today. We got the removal, we got the 2-drop, we got the Battle Screech. How many more things can we get? Yeah, another Battle Screech would be great. We could use a couple more white 2-drops. I'm not going to say no to those. Another Swords to Plowshares would be great. At this point, it can really only go up. First real miss. We already have a Taros Faithful. I'm not really interested in playing. We're just going to go ahead and take this Cycle Land, because Cycle Lands are great. Yeah, that Battle Screech was really late, Zalithar. I don't know what it was still doing in that pack, but I will happily snap that right up. Yikes, that is so wild. Jeez, why is that still in my pack? That is crazy.
We got 99 viewers.
Yeah, this deck turned out pretty nice so far. Again, I'd still be pretty happy with another removal spell. I still think we're a little bit late there, but We got evasive guys. We got a piece of power that can function as either an explore or a beatdown, kill you craziness spell. Like, double battle screech is just sickness. Like, this deck's pretty good. This deck definitely needs some due respect, but this is a pretty sweet deck so far. So Scrivener gets back Swords, gets back Exile. Not really enough cards to really justify it. There is another Gilded Light, which at this point I'm actually tempted to take, right? Because, like, Jesus Christ, how can we ever beat that Storm deck? But realistically, I'm not going to do that. And the person that's drafting the Storm deck, if they exist, is just going to have a sweet deck, and maybe we lose to them with 2 Gilded Lights. I'm going to take the safe pick and take the Chimeric Idol. Maybe this wheels. Who knows? We'll find out. But Chimeric Idol is just too good to realistically pass. Sure, Benalis Trapper is a 2-drop that gets in Battle Screech on turn 4. It also taps their guys. Perfect card for this deck. Here we'll take an Afterlife, which is again another piece of removal. I wouldn't hate having a Choking Tethers, but I think that Afterlife is going to be a little bit better for us. It's close, though. The fact that Beetleback Chief is still here is actually insane, but yeah, I think it's marginally Afterlife over Choking Tethers. I'd just rather have access to Afterlife rather than a Choking Tethers. It's pretty close, though. It's pretty gosh dang close. Maybe this is wrong. Jeez. Yikes. I think Afterlife is safer, in case I really, really want it. But I don't really like Afterlife that much. Sure, Noble Templar. The only card I really want is that last little... ooh, Seal Cleansing is a good sideboard card. Yeah, I really would hope that we get one more Gilded Light real fast. I don't think we're going to, but that's okay. 2 copies should be plenty fine. Like, yeah, we could have had like 17 copies, but just because there's a good Storm deck doesn't mean it's going to be fighting against us. Like, the fact that Nightscape Familiar is still in that pack has got to be great for us. Sure, we'll take Claws of Weirwood that combats our double Battle Screech. Blah, 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 whatever, whatever. Please show me one more Gilded Light that I know is somewhere around here. Unlikely to get it last pick, because the Storm player will even hate it out, I'm sure. But hey, whatever. It's nice to dream. So yeah, just finishing out this draft, and then we're going to give our deck building a little bit of due respect. And then we're going to be off to the races. If these people ever want to pass us our last 2 cards, that is. Oh, we did it! We got the last Gilded Light, boys! The Storm deck has nothing on us! This is so insane! Yikes! Oh, dear God, that's crazy. How did we get that back? That's so wild. This Storm player is crazy. What? Alright, time to move everything to the sideboard to give due respect. Sort by color. It's game time, boys.
No one's actually playing Storm.
I mean, there's 3 Brain Freezes and none of them wield. Something's going on.
Yeah, it's true.
Swords of Plowshares, Benalis Trapper, Nomad, Trooper, Exile, Imperial Armor, Harrier, Piana, Screech. Probably one Noble Templar, Walk, Bouncer, Freet. Yeah, these double blue cards are awkward, but they're probably going to make our deck. Let's just look at this for right now. This is 18. So this is due respect, where we move all of our cards to the sideboard and individually put them into our main deck. This is just to give each card like its individual due respect and as to whether or not it should be included in our main deck. We just kind of go through them one at a time to confirm that we actually want them all. I think Deathblade Elite's in. I think Whale is in. Double Whale and Drifters is probably fine. Aven's okay. I don't really like it. I think I'd rather have either Faithful or Noble. I don't really like Afterlife here. Yeah, our deck's really light on removal, but like Trapper's kind of removal, Deathblade is kind of removal. Our creatures are all absolutely the nut. Yeah, I'm leaning between Templar and Faithful. I think I'm going to go with Templar just because it gives us more late game things. It plane cycles if we needed to hit double white for Battle Screech. Like if we have a guy, either on turn 2 we either do this, or or on turn 2 we do this, and turn 3 we plane cycle. Like if we hit turn 4 Battle Screech, that's a good way to win the game of Magic the Gathering and Vintage Masters. So I think we're gonna put us on the plan that allows us to do that as much as possible. So we're gonna go ahead and I think add that. Yikes! These killer whales are awkward. I think we need to look at this a little bit more. Mainly just because like our mana is so awkward. Yikes. Oh Jesus! Is there a way we cut like a Thalakinos Drifters or a killer whale for a Taros Faithful? Or maybe even a Skywing Haven? I don't feel comfortable playing all these double blue spells with this mana base. It seems super psychotic. I'm about to play 7 blue sources. I guess that's still probably fine. It doesn't feel fine, though. I really do need to play 10-7. Yikes. I really think I need to play 10-7. Maybe I have 2 Plane Cyclers. Maybe I don't. Maybe I still just play 9-8. That just feels so silly, though. I don't know. I'm really looking at, like, I guess Afterlife's a consideration. I just really don't want to play it. I feel like our deck's got plenty of good creatures. I'm going to be able to race them pretty effectively. Maybe Faithful's a card that we want to do with racing. Maybe that's just better. These cost, like, 5 instead of 4, so, like, we, maybe if we're getting, like, an Evasive Races or something. Yikes. I don't really want to cut killer whales. Do I want to cut killer whales? Oh, Jesus. This is wild. Maybe we just cut one of these and we just play 10-7 and, like, we hope to not draw this that often. Maybe this is just better. I don't really want to cut that last killer whale for a Skywing Haven. That seems psychotic. I think this is what I'm going to go with. Let's add some lands. Let's see. Oh, no, we're still playing 10-7. You must be kidding me. Yep. Okay, let's see what chat thinks. See what's going on. Play Faithful, Afterlife over Drifter, some stuff. 18 land. Could play 18 land. I don't think we need to. We have 2 Plane Cyclers, and we only really need to get the 4 mana. I would take Tethers over it. Yeah, I don't like Afterlife either. Tethers is okay. I think that Afterlife's like a pretty fine card to answer things that we would lose to. Like, one of the decks that I'd say that this could lose to would be like some sort of Armadillo Cloak green-white deck, which like Afterlife is kind of decent against. Play those Orca Whales. We're still playing one, man. We're still playing one. Jeremy, the chat wants to know why you're so quiet. Okay, there's your answer. There's your answer. If that's an answer, there it is. You didn't see one, man.
There's not much to say when you have the master of VMA drafts explaining everything.
Yeah, also I just talk way too much and talk way too fast and talk way too loud, so it doesn't help. This is 11-7. What? Is it 11-7? I have 10 planes. 10-8 with 2 cyclers. Yeah, okay. I guess I miscounted because I have 2 dual lands. No, that seems fine. I actually don't hate that at all. It's possible then I could just actually, I could possibly play more double blue cards. I just miscounted for sure. This is 9 planes for sure, and then 8 blue sources. No, yeah, I think we're getting to that point right now of me miscounting and reading the chat while I make my deck now. Maybe I don't want to play Faithful. Maybe I do want to play another Killer Whale. But like, this deck seems so good if I just... like, I don't need to play blue cards to win the game with this build, right? Like, I like that a lot, actually.
Just take your extra turn and win.
Yeah, that'd be great. It's like with these evasive guys, take it in Battle Screech, taking extra turns pretty sick. I think this is fine. Like, yeah, I want to, like, with 8 blue sources, I can maybe put in another blue card, but I think just drawing these white lands on time is going to be plenty good. So sure, we'll submit. For some reason, me contemplating deck building lost 20 viewers, but I guess it is what it is. It's okay, I don't want to listen to me agonize over easy deck building choices either.
Right. It's like, God, this deck's the sauce. Do I run all the sauce or just some of the sauce?
Oh yeah, it's pretty sick. This deck, like the last pack actually put this deck right where it wanted to be. It was pretty fortunate that we got like a 5th pick Battle Screech and a 4th pick Swords to Plowshares for absolutely no reason. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I did not see that coming.
The fact that all those white spells are white spells and not red spells are pretty good.
Yeah, that.
We're not drafting, is it?
Yeah, we already did enough of that for one day. Oh, that was so brutal.
That was brutal.
We're gonna have to like cut that up and highlight that too. It's so sick.
That was like
I'm gonna have to relive that.
next level brutal.
It was just because it was a Swiss draft and like all the decks were really bad, including ours, and like
Our deck was just that next gen strat.
basically it was just bad card advantage, and then we won because it was.
Play the same cards over and over again.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. All right, well, we're about to. Oh, Star City Games is back up. Got it. I mean, it's whatever. It's not a huge deal. It's just it's stuff. I'd cut an island plus the plains. You don't really need blue. Now, I do kind of agree with you, Karis. I think it's nice to have blue and hit these guys on time, especially this one, and get double blue for this guy. But we also have 2 plane cyclers, so if we really need to hit double planes, we can always plane cycle one of those. And I mean, it's not like great to do, but I think it's good enough where I don't think it's bad to play 10 sources. Alright, so we're off to the races. I mean, like, I see that there's an argument for 10 or for like 11-7, right? Like, we just have one double blue card and hopefully they don't draw it. This hand is souse. I would like to keep this hand. This hand is grand. Floodplain, go. Hopefully we draw an island or plains, and then we can sacrifice this for the right mount, or the right color rather. So, yep, F6. Oh my stops aren't set. Oh dear God, this was almost disastrous. Yikes, dude. Why is it an account by account basis? That's psychotic. Wizards, stop, please. All the stops. I guess I'm just going to get a white mana. Yeah, that seems strange. And if we draw Serendib of Freedom, I'm going to be pissed. But if we don't have double white for Battle Screech on turn 4, I'm going to be also pretty upset. So, yes, Danger Zone. Sauce is great. This hand is sweet. If we just hit lands for like the rest of the game, it's pretty hard for us to lose. Spark Spray? Oh, okay, Cycle Forgotten Cave. So, possibly a red-white slide deck. Possibly just still a Goblins deck with a weird hand. Oh, red-white slide. Sure. You got your own trooper, dude. Let's do this. Land. That's part of the way there. A little awkward that we don't have a play this turn and we can't exile his guy, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm taking 2. I don't feel the need to swords this guy. It seems pretty silly to try to do.
Then trade beats.
Stoic Champion. Yikes. I don't think I swords that. Must be nice to be me. Trick question. It is. Oh, Battle Screech. Come here, buddy. I want to flash you back. Where are you going? Please, come back to me.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, Battle Screech is great. I mean, our opponent's got a good hand right now. He's beating us down. If he plays a non-white creature that we get to exile, Danger Zone 7, thanks for following. If our opponent plays a non-white creature that we get to exile, it's basically impossible for us to lose the game, which is what I really like. But if like this is the turn where if he does something sweet with Stoic Champion, I guess we could just die. I mean, I'm not blocking. It's psychotic. Yeah, cycle a card. Cycle Renewed Faith. You got it. Or Gilded Light. Sure, everyone's got these Gilded Lights. This is a great move for him. Like, getting into this damage is super sick, but... You can have to... He's another follow-up, too? Phantom Nomad? Yikes, dude. This guy's going deep. We drew another land. That is insane. Well... In comes the beatdowns, boys. Su-Chi, leave up Swords to Plowshares. Yeah, that doesn't feel very real. Yeah, it turns out we're just drawing the Nutter Butters. And, like, yeah, if he's got more cycling cards, this is awkward, but he might just not attack with them. Yeah, you either have to send the whole team or nothing at all. We either got it all or nothing at all. Yeah, I'm going to block here. If I get him to cycle a card, how's that going to be bad for me? If I get him to cycle 2 cards, that's sick. If he just cycles 1 card... Oh, cycle Decree of Justice. Oh, must be nice to live in the real world there, friend. So I think I let him do this, and then in response to the +2 ability, I just get rid of his dude. Seems pretty reasonable to me. Yeah, let's just get rid of this. Boink. This puts me in a little bit of an awkward spot where I don't quite kill him in a little turn here, but we'll see how this goes. Plains is not a bad draw, but it's not a very good draw. So if he doesn't block, we got some issues, that's for sure. Yep, I was hoping that would happen. So I think we're just going to snipe down his Soltari Trooper here. Bang. And then we're going to end up exiling our own Su-Chi after combat. It's going to be a little awkward, but hey, what are you going to do? Sure, bodyguard resolves. The old post-combat bodyguard. This guy's deck's sweet. It's just like our deck, but instead of playing whatever, he's playing whatever the other thing is. Yeah, sure, dude. You got a bunch of stuff. Yeah, Trapper. Jesus, just dump your whole hand. Why don't you? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, that's why I like these white aggressive decks. They're fucking sweet. Yeah, I did say if we drew lands for the rest of the game, we'd probably win, but I guess I lied. Oh, here we go. Does that seem right?
It's exile instant speed.
Yeah, it is. I gotta...
So you just exile whatever he blocks the 4/4 with, and get in there for 8 beats.
No, I have to exile as a non-white attacking creature. So I'm gonna end up exiling my own 4/4 to gain 4 life to go up to 9. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power in play.
Seems like you get there.
Is it even worth leaving 1 creature back though? He's got a Banal Trap, I'd have to leave 2 creatures back. No, yeah, I'm going to exile my own Su-Chi after damage. I guess he has to block it, right?
Yeah.
And then whatever he blocks it with, it dies. And then he can't block with Soltari Emissary. I guess I'm just kind of all in. I don't think leaving a guy back. He can tap it with Banal Trapper. Does that change anything, though? Like, if he has a life gain spell, this could be relevant. I can't. He's going to have this to block next turn. I want to get as much damage as I can. Yeah, I guess this is just what I do. I mean, he would need like a haste guy or something else to really punish me. We'll just see how this goes, I guess. It just feels a little like dangerous, right? So, I mean, I don't know. I think it's still got to be the right play. He might even also block a spirit, which would be sweet. Or he'll do that. Sure. I mean, he'll block his spirit on our bird, but you know what I meant.
Right.
So that's fine. Damage happens. You go to 2. I'm going to go ahead and exile my this guy. Leave up Counterspell mana, because why not? And go ahead. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. He needs 2 damage somehow.
That Chain Lightning, though.
Yeah, if he's got Chain Lightning, we're dead. That's just how that is. I can't do anything about that.
That he doesn't cast because
The fact that he just didn't...
Counterspell.
Yeah, well, no. If he just didn't ship it in... I don't know. He had to think about that. I don't know why, but... I mean, if he's got it, he's got it. That's just how that is. Cool. Yeah, the only reason we won that game is because we were on the play. Welcome to Magic. So far, Exile seems terrible, but it also seems like
It got you the win.
it can gain me 4 life, which might be all I need in a race. So who knows? It's awkward that I have 1. Oh, I can't even exile Chimera Kyle. That's actually impossible. So I have 1, 2, 3 things to exile in my deck, and who knows how many in his deck, but I don't know what I would add to my deck that would make it better. Falakino's Drifters seems good, honestly. It's awkward that we might not be able to play it, but giving a guy this guy's Shadow, and like discarding extra lands to get rid of his Soltari Trooper seems pretty decent. This might just be a dead card in our hand, which is unfortunate. Afterlife didn't seem great, but it is a bit of a trick, and I'm assuming he's got an Imperial Armor or something else in that deck. I think the way we played that was fine. I don't know. The Decree of Justice made that a lot closer than it needed to be, I can tell you that much. So what card do I want to cut here? Do I just cut Killer Whale? That seems fine, I guess. Yeah, sure. I mean, it's awkward that I'm moving one of my exile targets down, but whatever. Assume that's just better. So we're looking for the sauce, and that appears to be some sauce. I think we keep this hand. Upkeep step, F6. Well, we're on the play, so this could be rough. Sure, our other Planescycler. It's not what we wanted. Yep, here it goes. Yeah, Phantom Nomad, you're doing it. Oh, come on, really? I guess next turn that's a card that we can play, so I guess I'm not too sad about it, but I'm not really that happy about it. Free down 3 is not bad, I can say that, but it's also a lot of damage that we'll be doing to ourselves, yada yada yada. It's not super great. It's still a good play to make, though. He's stuck on 2. Boys, we can do this. No, he's not stuck on 2. He's cycling. Damn it. He's got his own Balance Trapper. Sure, okay. Soltari Trooper. Yikes. I think I just like plain cycling this, and we'll tap down his guy, I suppose. Yeah, go ahead. Tap down your dude. No attacks. Just trying to slow the game down a little bit here. Sure, Bodyguard's alright. Okay, well. Let's play some stuff. Go ahead, I guess. Yikes, this is gross. Battle Screech is still pretty good, and it's still pretty close to winning us the game, I imagine. Well, I don't know what he tapped, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, if I can just trade my Benevolent Bodyguard, or his Benevolent Bodyguard for my Deathblade Elite, that's just going to happen. There's not really a way around that. I'm going to block. Again, the name of the game is just Resolve Battle Screech. Shelter. Yeah, whatever, dude. You got it. That was his whole turn, though. So, again, this is a prime time to get a Battle Screech going. Yes. Yes! This is great, because we get to block his Phantom Nomad with one of these, shrink it to a 1/1, block a Benevolent Bodyguard with one of them, and still have air damage. This is sick. Yeah, use tap, dude. You got it. Yeah, his attacks suddenly look much worse. And if he doesn't have more lands, this is just going to keep getting better and better for us. We're going to get to start... Oh, interesting. Okay. Wait, attack with the Knowledge Trapper? That seems freakish. I'm still blocking 1/1, or just 1 here if he lets me. I mean, that's fine with me. Yeah, I don't think you want to attack with Knowledge Trapper. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and block with Bird. Now that it's a 1/1, it's actually way less of a threat to us. It's just much less damage that he's representing. Tap your white mana, Trooper. Yeah, that's fine. That was a good draw. That was a great draw. I don't know why I left that bird back. That was probably just wrong. We'll see, I guess. It just felt like the right thing to do, and I didn't think about it as hard as I should because I'm very tired. Which is not a good excuse by any stretch, but it's the truth. It felt right, and I trust my magic instincts as being mostly correct. Sure, trap her down. Please play an Imperial Armor on something. No? Okay. I think I just let that happen, right? Maybe not. Maybe it's just not worth it. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. Fuck that. That's stupid. If he's got some sort of huge bomb, I'll just die. It seems like we're getting in enough evasive damage that doesn't really matter. Mm-hmm. Kareem? Kareem is fine. Island, huh? It's not bad. Bang, bang, bang. 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 Bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
I think we're still winning this race. I guess I could be wrong. Go ahead. Yeah, trap her down. He's only attacking us for 4 at most. It seems great for us. Or for 6. Has he got rights of initiation? This fucking freak. He's totally got rights. Yup, that must be. Am I just dead? I'm assuming I'm just way super dead. That's so stupid. Oh, God. God, that's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, congrats. You got it, bro. And yep, he won that game because he was on the play. Must be. Sure, I really don't see anything I can change. It's just gonna who comes down to who gets a better draw. Yep. Seems really slow. But it's got Battle Screech. I'm not gonna go to 6 cards. It's just way too good to do. If I can draw a 2-drop, I like my chances. If I don't, it's going to be a little harder. His deck's filled with them. Yeah. 2-drop. Damn it. Alright, well. Not that we're dead, but we're going to be playing from behind a little bit, so hopefully his 2-drop's not that great. Solitary Trooper's fine, I guess. Oh, come on now. This is ridiculous. Why would this happen right now? Really? Oh, God, that's gross. Drawing Imperial Armor would be clutch as fuck right now. Be pretty okay with that. Yeah, send him in, dude. 18, no blocks. I guess if he's not on red mana, we have a little bit of an advantage. Or that. Yeah, sure, dude. That is unreal. Okay, well, we've drawn only lands, so it is what it is. Yep, we need to draw something good, otherwise we're in a bit of trouble here. Phantom Nomad, sure thing. Solitary Trooper, yeah, he's in there. Man, playing Serendib Efreet's looking pretty awkward, but I guess we still have to do it, huh? Yeah, that's not bad. We get to play 2 spells. I mean, that's fine. Sure, that's fine. I mean, if we draw spells for the rest of the game, we're still in a decent spot. We're just not really winning quite yet. Yeah, not quite winning, but could be worse. I'm not really sure what our best draw is. Piana's not bad. Yeah, no blocks, dude. And that Wrights is so disgusting. Jesus Christ. Ouch. It's not a bad draw. Please tap Serendib. Thank you. It should give us a lot of information about what's going on over there in his little grip. Nice, I like that block. That's got to be good for us.
Everyone's saying Time Walk's the best draw.
Oh, Time Walk? Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. There's no question about that. Time Walk would probably win us the game straight up, huh? It's in here. Sorry, my brain's just not firing at normal capacity. Yeah, Time Walk would be pretty insane. We have to leave up Swords to Plowshare mana instead of Counterspell mana because he's seen Swords to Plowshares. There's no reason to 6-pack Counterspell. God, Time Walk would be insane. Why can't we just draw that? Cycle Spark Spray? That can't be good. That could be okay. He could kill a bird or he could kill a Phantom Nomad. That's not so bad. Cycle Forgotten Cave? Sure. Yeah, I'm not blocking, dude. He's playing land, so he doesn't have, he's not thinking of Wrights as an out for some reason. Or he's gonna like play into a Caravix Torch. That was a sick draw, are you fucking kidding me? That's ridiculous. Oh dear lord, we're drawing well, boys. That is a very good draw. Yikes, that's crazy. Bang, 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 bang. Sure, we'll battle with Suchi, I don't care. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is wild. That draw was sick.
Gains you 4 life?
Oh yeah, gains me 4 life. That's a huge amount of life to gain right now. Alright, I like our chances. Turns out the way that aggro deck that's on the play has a bit of an advantage. And we drew kind of poorly, kind of well. Like, it's hard to say. We drew a bunch of lands and then only spells, so I guess it kind of evens out. But yeah, Time Walk, our power, understandably, would have been the best draw at any given point. I mean, we could still be dead. Who even knows? He could just be like, removal spell for a thing, discard Rights, do a million things. Well, I mean, I think I left it back on purpose, right? I think one of the only ways I will lose this game is if he attacks me with all of his creatures and I don't have enough blockers to like play around Rights of Initiation, right? Does that make sense? I don't think that's actually like I didn't do that on. I did that on purpose, right? Like I purposefully did not attack with Phantom Nomad. I think that was actually a very correct decision to make. He's just letting me attack. I mean, I'm attacking with everything. It's just how it's going to be. If he's got something, he's got something. He can block 3 things. I mean... I can't really think of a card that punishes me. Exile punishes me. I shouldn't have attacked with Serendib. That was stupid. Oh, that was such a punt. Why did I attack with this Serendib, dude? That was psychotic. Oh my god, I just punted the game away. Yep, I deserve to lose. That was so terrible. Oh, he's cycling. He's playing Renewed Faith? Okay, well, I feel as bad, but that was still super awkward. Okay, I could still be dead here. Yep, I realized it as soon as I did it, but it's me is totally right. Rights kills me still? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. Must be nice. Exile does work on Suchi too. So yeah, I guess I'm attacking with both of those things, so I guess I don't really care. That is what it is. I don't hate that attack. I just had to not hope he didn't have Exile or I was just fucked anyway. I don't think I'm playing around it really. I guess I could have attacked with just Flyers. He had renewed faith. It worked out better than I did in attack with just flyers. I don't know. Either way, I guess that was a really close match, and I hate the white aggro mirrors because when other people know that deck's good and they draft a good version of it, it's just like, yikes, this is really close. No, yeah, Exile does work on Suchi, so I think that I guess I just... It's hard for me to say what I'm thinking, because I'm also playing a lot based on feel, because my brain's a little bit dead, being awake for nearly 24 hours now, but... Yeah, I mean, that obviously worked out, and we got kind of paid off in the end, so I guess I'm going to put that little thing back up. Again, I'm not going to double queue. I am going to go to the bathroom, I think. I think I have to pee. I guess I might not have to. I'm not really sure. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I don't be hanging around and chat. We'll bring up the deck real fast. Bring up the deck real quick. Collection. Freeform. Bang. Oh, bang. See, look at all these VMA things that I've been doing. Not right now. Usually most of them are in the past, but still not bad. I think we built our deck pretty well, too, here. Whoop. Man, this screen is so small. Everett, please. Okay, well, there's our deck. I'm going to be right back when I go to the bathroom. But yeah, feel free to leave some questions in chat if you want to talk about this deck. If you want to talk about Vintage Masters, strategies, cards in it. What do I like? What do I don't like? Ask me questions about myself. Ask Jeremy questions about him because he's also hanging out.
I'll answer any and all questions about anything because I get there.
Perfect.
Sauce.
Then I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'll be right back. And yeah, we'll have a couple more rounds and we'll see where that takes us. Hopefully not going to be bad, but we'll see.
Not really sure if we can get the sideboard in here. Nothing too good in the board. Bunch of junk that we don't want to use. Gilded Light was to go up against the Storm deck that we may or may not run into. Killer Whale was cut at the last second for one of instead of two of in the deck, which I don't see being bad. Yeah, like green, red, black cards. These are the white and blue cards that he has on the board. That was a wild little round that we just played.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh god, I'm still recovering from shock.
Just proves that being on the play gets there. They wanted to see your sideboard after.
Oh, no,
Kinda
yeah,
showed
totally.
them was like nothing important.
Yeah, no, definitely I can move that over more.
Gilded Lights for the Storm matchup.
Sideboard is these things. Couch Lock Gaming is, I guess, technically a store stream. We're streaming live from Jester's Gallery in Waterford, Michigan. If you're in the area, come by today, and we'll be doing drafts of Khans of Tarkir live at 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. I don't really know who usually streams. I guess right now I'm like arbitrarily declaring myself the main content producer because obviously this is still kind of just starting up. And like earlier we were streaming like Brawl, or not Brawl, but Smash 4, I guess it's called. And like I think the idea is to do some kind of like Let's Play things, but I also stream Vintage Masters or Magic, I guess. I like Vintage Masters a lot though. I stream Magic a lot personally, me. You can find my personal channel at twitch.tv/Madame, where again, sometimes from here I also stream on my own channel. If you want to do me a favor and follow this channel and my own personal channel, again, twitch.tv/Madame. I linked it in chat. There I do a lot of Magic streaming and some PC game streaming. This is going to be partially Magic streaming for sure, because I know that a lot of people are getting into drafting here as I recruit them to join the limited legion of players that enjoy Magic. And then, yeah, there might be some other like Let's Play console game things I think are kind of in the works that we're going to try to start doing on a more regular basis. Thanks, Mana League. No, yeah, it's totally legit. It means a lot to me that you follow either of these streams, and again, it helps me do things that are like this, and I'm glad you're having a good time. Yeah. Holy shit, we've been streaming for almost 7 hours, just Vintage Masters. That is crazy. Yeah!
Is it though?
Oh, actually, this might not
it?
be. It might be partially Brawl, I guess, at the very beginning. But we've been streaming for at least 5 hours for sure, Vintage Masters, because there's no chance that it's been... I don't know. But yeah, I definitely do a lot of Magic streaming myself, and that's where I usually do it from. From here, we haven't really worked out the details of whether I should be streaming on my account or whether we're going to try to make this like a main account. But I definitely stream from there from my own account when I'm not here regardless. We're still trying to kind of figure all that stuff out. But yeah, it's pretty great, and I love Vintage Masters. So the fact that it's back for 3 weeks. Oh, Killapuffin, thanks for following. Thanks a lot, man. But yeah, the fact that Vintage Masters is back for 3 weeks means that I'm going to be streaming a lot of Magic for these 3 weeks. Like, this is one of my favorite formats in a long time, and I played it a ton when it was around the first time, and I'm super excited that it's back. So yeah, it looks like there's another match. Nope, that's our match that's done. 2 matches in Game 3 and 1 match in Game 2. Cool. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I really like Vintage Masters, and I'm glad that they brought it back, and we're going to keep drafting it for the next 3 weeks. Very, very crazy. That's definitely true. I suppose I haven't really done much experience with the hosting thing, but I suppose I should probably give that a whirl. But no, yeah, thanks to Mana League for that suggestion. I'm sure we'll end up doing that at some point. Again, both of these streams are still, even my own personal one and this one are still relatively small, so you know, I'm sure we'll get to that point hopefully eventually where that'll be a huge deal, but it's not a bad thing to know to do or to think about. So thanks for sure. Man, Magic's a crazy game. I'm still seriously recovering from that last match where we just raced each other to death with white creatures that get +1/+1 on the attack and tappers. Oh god, that's so wild. Taco Flavored Mist, thank you for following.
Solid name.
Swing!
Spazzy MFC, thank you for following. It's great to have all these people chilling with us on the couch.
Chilling with us on the couch that isn't here yet.
Yeah, we're still sitting in chairs, but the couch is in the works as well, from what I understand. So hopefully that's great. I was traumatized by the last Vintage Masters draft I did back in September. The guy had 4 brain freezes and an insane green-blue Storm Shell. I actually do think that green-blue is underrated in terms of Storm. Like, everybody thinks it needs to be black-blue, and black-blue is probably the right place to be, and it's probably better, but that doesn't mean that green-blue is not possible and not powerful for sure. That being said, we did pass 3 brain freezes this draft, right? So, like, we might be up against a crazy Storm deck. Fortunately, we came prepared to fight with 3 Gilded Lights out of the sideboard. Let's bring those right in whenever we happen to fight this magical Storm opponent. But yeah, no, Vintage Masters is a wild format for sure, and it can have some very powerful things and very swingy effects. Taco Flavored Mist sounds like the worst flavor of mist ever. Well, I can't say that because he just followed, and I just gotta give him props. But if there is a taco flavor of mist, I can say that probably wouldn't be my... Or if there was a flavor of mist, that probably wouldn't be my first choice.
Yeah,
sorry.
Flavor.
Sorry, taco flavored mist. It's nothing against you, but it's... against taco flavored mists in general.
Yeah, probably go after something a little more original.
Like water?
Vanilla.
Oh, sure. Water flavored mist? That sounds
Water-flavored
perfect.
mist, like
Just
any
what I'm used to.
Fruit flavor mist would probably be good.
Oh, man. I do like that they let us use unhinged lands in like old draft formats like this. It's super great. I personally prefer unglued lands, but I guess I can't be too picky because unhinged lands are super sweet. Yeah, I don't know. I like the giant weird tap symbol in the middle of them, and the.
That's not. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I just don't like. I like how it shows more picture in the unhinged.
Oh yeah, that's definitely like the drawing point for sure. I like that too. Like the unglued ones have like a weird little border
Like,
even.
it's just like blocky and takes up like 75% of the card.
Yeah, no, totally. It's pretty. Although either way, those lands are pimp as hell, and I'm.
No, yeah.
It's great that Wizards goes the extra step to let us play with them when we're playing Vintage Masters. Just a minor thing that improves my draft experience so much. It's like I get to play with sweet lands.
It'd still take white border over anything though.
Yuck, you are crazy. Also, maybe some point we'll get to play a Time Walk. That'd be cool. It's not for sure going to happen, but it'd be nice. It'd be
Have we seen
real
it all
nice.
yet, or?
No, I don't think we've drawn it at all. I think we just had it in our deck and are excited to get to keep it afterwards and maybe draw it at some point. I mean, if we would have drawn it in like any of those white deck versus white deck games, I don't think we could have even come close to losing. Because just getting in an extra 6 damage while he can't do anything is just insane. Yeah. That'd be pretty wild. But this isn't the first Time Walk I've owned, but it's the only one I currently own. So I guess that's kind of sweet. And who knows, like maybe if I actually get on a good run of opening Vintage Masters packs, I'll get up to a set of power and start streaming Vintage, the format Vintage. But like before, I would just, oh, Jeremy's, okay, well, they say you're a little quiet, but I'm trying to think of the best way to do this, because this laptop is kind of screwing us hard.
Yeah.
Don't know if there's a good way to move this. Well, we can probably... Is there a table-y thing over here?
Probably pull it to the left of you.
I think what we could do is we could just set it on this and set it to the right, maybe. It might be a little weird, and we'll see how it... Well, we'll just try this and we'll see how it works. I'm going to move this X bone.
How's it going, Pomodoro 1? Nice to have you join.
Oh, God. Oh, fuck your headset. Corey, I think it's yours. I'm sorry. I don't actually mean that, but right now, fuck your headset. Okay, we'll try this little guy. I think this will work, but it might not. We'll see. I don't know how long this cable is. I hope it gets long enough. And we'll just
We'll see if it gets
set
there.
this right here. We'll try to put the microphone on there or something. Maybe prop it up with a box, too. Should be better. Prop it up with a box or something.
Thank you, Trauma CPW, for chilling with us.
That'll probably work.
Swing!
Thank you,
And
Adam
Hedum,
Faye.
you got it, dude.
That's,
It's a wild little name. Okay,
Yeah.
this might get really loud, so I'm going to mute this before I start moving it. Pomodoro, what up? I'm going to mute this microphone for just a split second while I move this microphone, because I don't know how loud it's going to be, so hold on. Okay, so...
you guys can probably hear me better now.
Yeah, and hopefully I'm still audible at some level, but I also am yelling and used to yelling, so...
Pomodoro, we are currently playing in an 8-4 draft.
Yeah.
It's currently in between rounds.
Just like that white text says right there.
Swing!
Thank you, Nile Oak, for chilling with us.
Yeah, thanks for the follow. It's great. And just because I haven't done it in about, 3 minutes, feel free to also, if you're interested in me specifically, I have my own personal Twitch channel at twitch.tv/madame. It's been about 5 minutes since I plugged this, so it seems like I have a good time to do it again.
Everett pretty much owes you for all the followers you're getting.
Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, again, like, follow this channel. That's great. We're hoping to do more things from the store, Jester's Gallery, Waterford, Michigan. Come check us out. We're hoping to do more things from this channel for sure. If you're interested in me personally, where I mostly stream Magic and maybe some other PC-related games, then follow that channel too. It'd be great. Okay, yeah, hopefully the microphone sounds good. We just moved it to the other side of me, which means I'm not talking directly at it, which is a little weird, but I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's just chat is over here, microphone. It doesn't matter. It's a good microphone. I should be able to pick things up. So yeah, we're still waiting for what appears to be 2 more matches to finish up. And with that, I'll let Jeremy entertain you for 2 seconds while I get up and walk around.
Seems good.
Oh, yikes. Oh, dear God.
Yep, trying to stay awake is a thing right now after being up for close to 24 hours. So, still staying strong, still drafting some VMA, still drafting that sauce. The store is not open yet. We have been streaming all night. Store opens at 11. So 1 hour.
Swing!
Thank you, Captain Cupcake, for following us. I appreciate it.
Yeah. We're doing it. Yeah, store will be open at, I believe, 11 a.m. I mean, we're here. I guess technically neither of us work here. Kind of do. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's not a huge deal.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Working on it. I probably say I'm top 3 beards of the Jester's Gallery.
Oh, it's got to be easy, right? Who's even close?
I don't think you've met him. His name's Kendo. He's Derek's friend, the real tall
No, I don't think I've met
blonde-haired
him.
kid.
But I mean, top 3, like,
Yeah,
I don't even know who's close.
No, Kendo has this pretty sick beard.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty long. He beats me for sure. I don't know if anyone else gets real close though. That comes
Gotcha.
up here often.
Yeah. It was like Everett's got like a little, and
Everett's-
I didn't shave today, so I mean I got nothing close to any sort of beard game, but
No shave November, right? Been growing this out for like
Oh,
3
dang.
weeks now. That's it.
that's that's gangster as fuck.
No.
Yeah. Damn, I wish I could even come close to that. Well, I guess I never really tried to grow out my facial hair. Maybe I should just try that.
Just like think real hard and it grows.
Ugh. Push it out of your skin. Oh, that's a little weird. Anyway,
That's pretty brutal.
that's fucking brutal. So yeah, well, it looks like there's only 1 match left. Yeah, 1 match left. So we'll leave this deck up for a little bit. So yeah, one more time to plug all the things that I'm supposed to be plugging. I think is come to Jester's Gallery today at 2.
Draft some cons.
Yeah, draft some content in
Feel
real
bad
life.
about yourself when you draft 5 color because there's nothing else to draft.
Oh, who's Selectful? Should I know who Selectful is? Oh, Kyle's got a beard game.
Yeah, Kyle,
I didn't actually think about that. It didn't occur to me in my head. We're really tired, so it's hard to like put everything together. Selectful. I feel like we should know you in real life if you
Yeah.
know these people and their names. So,
You should tell us who you are before we kill your parents.
whoa. Well, maybe. All right, we'll see. Yeah, that's it's fucking metal.
I
Deathmatch
will
wrestler.
start going by Masada.
That's real metal.
That's real metal. Sauce.
Oh, so Selectful. We know Selectful, but he doesn't know who.
Apparently, because we already might have known that we knew who he is.
Yeah, that's what I say. He probably told me before, but I don't think he told us today. Probably. Sounds familiar though, so that's. I mean, I just can't keep it straight anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, this deck's great. That was for sure going to be one of our hardest matchups. Is like the mirror match, right? Like his deck was very good, and there's a reason that I prefer these white aggro decks, and it's because they're very fast and very consistent. Because like these 2-drops are very powerful, they are evasive, they cannot be blocked, and they don't give a damn what you do. So that plus Battle Screech is a recipe for success.
Yeah, after watching you draft VMA like 5 or 6 times now, white seems to be fairly strong.
I mean, it's definitely also that I give preference to white cards, and that, like, I mean, there's a reason for it, sure. White's good.
Yeah, I
But-
just don't see much other, like, any color 2-drops or 3-drops for that matter beating the white 2-drops and 3-drops.
Yeah, no, I mean, the real thing with the white ones is, like, how you about to block this guy? He's got Shadow.
Right.
Like, how you about to block this guy? He's got Flying. How you about to block these 4 guys? They all have Flying. Like, I hope you have something that, like Claws of Wirewood that kills all flyers, or
Yeah.
you're dead.
Battle Screech is pretty broken in general.
To a large, you just middle click.
Middle click.
Yeah, hold it down. Yeah.
I mean, flashback to tap 3 untapped creatures you control and it shits out 2 to begin with is just unbelievable.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, it's annoying to tap 3 creatures, but I'm never gonna complain about it because its effect is so insane. No, yeah, I mean this deck is nearly mono white, and I really like white as my favorite color, and I've drafted mono white a number of times, and it's been great. But I mean, I might as well splash for power if I open it, right? Like, I don't know. I might be playing too many islands, but I still needed to put this Killer Whale in here. I think it's still a pretty reasonable thing to do, and our mana is still pretty decent, so. I don't know. Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. It didn't start this way. We ended up, like, I mean, you were here for deck construction, I think. So we ended up cutting, like, a bunch of double blue cards right at the end to make room for more white cards to make our mana better. And then we still ended up playing... like I think it was 10 sources of white with 2 Noble Templar for plane cycling. So I mean, I don't know. It's pretty weird. It's not like I think our mana base is super great, but as that must be that can't be Jared. Jared's got to be asleep.
Yeah. We're definitely probably going to be here when the store opens, considering it's like T-minus 1 hour.
Wait, is it 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
Oh dear lord. Have you noticed any difference in the metagame, like people's drafting strategies? What's been overdrafted? I mean, it's hard to say. Like, realistically, there's still like the main like archetypes that people always draft, like goblins and storm. Like people really want to do those because they know they're here and they know they're cool. I always think white has been like, I don't want to say undervalued because it's pretty much no secret that Battle Screech is the best common in the entire set.
For sure.
But like, all these other cards like Exile, I feel is very underdrafted. Exile is just a really sick removal spell that like wins you races that you have no business winning, and it's also just a removal spell. I don't know, like the evasive 2-drop guys, they're really hard to interact with, and you need to actually cast removal spells on them. Like I don't know, it's realistically it's going to change from draft to draft, but if you find out what's open, it's pretty great. Yosar. Okay, I'm not going to say that right. Yosa. Your name's now no Yosa.
Yosarian?
Sure, Yosarian. Hearthstone's great. I play Hearthstone. I was Legend. I guess I'm probably not anymore. I've been Legend a couple times or whatever. It's great for a fun game. It doesn't really have like the huge competitive scene that Magic has. I mean, yeah, BlizzCon was great. And if they keep doing things like that, it'll probably get there once they release more cards. But Magic's, yeah, I agree that Magic is more fun than Hearthstone for sure. And again, part of the reason is just because there's so many more cards. Like, yeah, Magic has some feel bads where like you get mana screwed or you get mana flooded, and like in Hearthstone you hit your mana every single turn. That's just one of the game mechanics. That's pretty nice, right? But yeah, I don't know. It's I had a point that I was making.
Magic's just better.
Oh yeah, Magic's more fun. Match started. Perfect. I can take this. Oh, that hand's kind of gross, but he's on 6, and this hand's got perfect mana, and yeah, I'm gonna keep. I'm not gonna mulligan the Psychotic. Yeah, go away. I mean, this isn't like a great hand, but he's on 6 on the play, and we have things to play, and like, how's there another white drafter? Really? Serendib Freet. Yeah,
I don't
sure.
remember there being
Yeah, I don't know. It
much good
didn't.
white cards.
Like, the other guy was basically all the 2-drops, and we took all the Battle Screeches. I don't understand. Because, like, keep in mind, right, like, with this draft, like, we got past, like, 4th pick Swords to Plowshares, 5th pick Battle Screech. How?
And we're facing the mirror again.
Or something very close to it, at least. Yeah, I don't know. This is just very freakish. I am very confused. The good news here is he has to pay a white mana to give this Shadow if he wants to get through. So, that means he's, like, not curving out as much, right?
That's true.
It's like a pretty great. He cannot attack without giving that thing Shadow. That is insane. If he has Shelter, he has Shelter. I'm going to block every time. Okay, he gave it Shadow. It's like, that is just psychotic to not give it Shadow and attack. That is insane. Another 2-drop? Nothing. Alright. House.
And that's what we call the
Yikes.
sauce draw.
I don't even know what I want to do. Well, I'm definitely playing Battle Screech on turn 3. I guess Serendib is probably better. It does more damage to me. Like, maybe it's not better. Jesus, that is wild. I guess I'm just going to play Chimeric Idol because it does less damage to me. I'm not really sure what my opponent is doing. I don't know if that's just wrong. It feels weird, but I think it's right. I don't know. It's very strange.
I feel like not knowing what your opponent's playing yet.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm assuming he's aggressive if he jam ups, but he doesn't have to be, I guess. And, like, this kind of, like, plays around some removal. I don't really want to take extra damage, and I think this is going to be about as good as anything else would be.
Yeah. To be fair, he had mana to play another 2-drop last turn.
And he didn't? Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty wild. Cycle Radiance Judgment? Okay, sure. Oh, yeah, attack. Okay, so let's see. Remember Innistrad RTR Jund? Oh, yeah, 93. I would just say that that's mainly because, again, there's not quite enough cards released. So, like, the cards that are, like, better than the other ones are, like, way better than the other ones. And you can't do, like, very synergistic things yet. Okay, so he's definitely, like, a control deck. That's interesting. Too bad we're battle scratching and he's just gonna die.
That's the thing.
Ooh,
And that's also a thing.
that's kind of cute.
I think that's the first time we've seen that.
Yeah, I'm on board with this. So we're gonna make one token really fat and just hopefully get him, or just battle scratch him right out of the game anyway. This card's so sick. Having 2 copies it feels very unrealistic. It's just like, wow, this is what cheating feels like.
Right.
This is ridiculous. I don't even think we need to play any more lands. Like, we don't have anything that really needs to be in play. He's got to give that thing Shadow if he attacks. He's got to give it Shadow the Hedgehog if he attacks. He's just done? Yeah, okay, cool. Bouncer's a great draw. Let's suit him up. Get in there for what appears to be $1 billion. I don't think I play any lands. I think I just, like, cycle this Lonely Sandbar end of turn unless he, like, kills this token. Go. Whatever. He's just dead so fast. He might have the Ephemeron. That could be a thing that he could have. Or Cloud Djinn.
Cloud Djinn.
That's fine. Our guy's going to be big enough to get around it. Like, we don't actually care he's going to be a 6/6. Yeah, that is insane. So, yeah, we'll cycle this. And then we'll play a Waterfront Bouncer post-combat. Yikes, that's wild.
That is disgusting.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
does that... Don't really think that changes anything. I think I just send with all my things, and he eats one, and yeah, well, that's fine. He takes $1 million. We play a Waterfront Bouncer. Whatever. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, sure. You eat a 1/1. Congratulations, sir. And beat this. Go. And you're dead. Must be nice. He does have the Ephemeron. Okay, so that's cute. Is he still just dead? Not quite.
I feel like this guy was sitting down the table from you and was just picking up all the garbage you were passing.
Yeah, I don't know. He's playing seems to be like what appears to be like the reject card version of my deck is like the nicest way to phrase it, I think. So I guess I attack with just this, which is lethal. Then I swords this and eat this. Sure, I mean, I guess so. It's fine. It's not like it's great, but it works. Smash? Hulk smash? I mean, this isn't really a time nor a place to get in with these tokens, I don't think. I guess he has to double block, maybe? Or just... Yeah, okay. I gotta be really careful that I don't play too many cards from my hand, though. Especially if this thing, like, doesn't take damage, right? Or, how do I say this? If he puts damage on that guy, like, he just lets that happen.
Drop to a 5.
Yeah, he's returning it to his hand. Yeah, exactly. So, that seems fine. So now I'm just going to go ahead and play my Serendib here. And then pass back. And then I'm just probably gonna bounce that Ephemeron for the rest of the game. And I mean, like, Waterfront Bouncer's just going to clean this up, I think.
Yeah, it's me that Dragon was a 4/4 where the Cloud Djinn was a 5/4. So the 5/4 would have traded if we would have swords the Dragon
Other one,
thing.
yeah. So you got to be a little careful with that. But I think we're still in way a great, amazing, super fantastic spot. Yeah, Miss Moon Griffin, that's getting bounced. That's just no chance that's staying in play. Sorry. Yeah, it's possible I should have just done that. I don't know. I might just be playing bad and like I'm essentially thinking it's irrelevant because we're just so far ahead it doesn't begin to matter. See ya, bro. Rip our opponent.
Yeah, he's just not gonna be able to block.
Yeah, he's dead. I can't really think of a card that saves him. Like even like the Wrath of God says destroy all non-enchanted creatures. You need like Wrath of God plus something else, and then we have a Chimeric Idol just sitting in play. Like whatever. So blue-white again. Killer Whale seemed better against this guy because he was slower. I don't see any cards that I hate. I don't see any cards that I don't want. I mean, this deck's pretty sweet. It's got a Time Walk. That's basically sweet. Still haven't drawn it, but hey, I mean,
Yeah.
it's only really good if you draw it later on when you are ahead anyway. And then it's like, oh, the game's just over. I mean, I guess it's like Explorer early on. I'll play an Explorer. That's not bad, but it's not like absolutely just stone busted. Although it would be sweet to play a 2-drop, turn 3, attack, Time Walk, untap, Battle Screech, go.
Go.
That'd be sick. I'm so excited for that. It's gotta happen once, right?
Yo,
It's gotta.
Sarian, I hope you're not talking about our deck because it's just the sauce. 2 Battle Screeches pretty much gets you there.
It's possible Drifter should have been good over the Faithful. I guess I just didn't put too much stock in the fact that Faithful's only really good against aggressive decks. I mean, like, and we don't really know where he's at, right? We're assuming that he's kind of like blue-white humongous flyers with what appears to be no removal because he couldn't answer a single Battle Screech token. Well, there's our Time Walk, and we can Plane Cycle? Yeah, I'm in. Double Battle Screech? Like, he's on 6 cards again? Like, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm sold.
After that first match, I strongly feel like he just got the garbage you passed him.
Yeah, this hand's not so great, but, I mean, how can I pass this up? I have double Battle Screech and a Noble Templar, and, come on.
Time Walk, Swords,
Like, Plane Cycling is about to happen. It's about to be super sauce.
like Battle Screech into Time Walk into Battle Screech.
Yeah, something crazy. I'm not even sure yet.
Flashback, deal with my 8/1/1 fires. Turn 4.
I mean, it's a slow hand. There's no question about that. I would like to draw something to do. Like you just play something. That'd be great. Planes, thanks. Or another island. All right, I guess I'm on the Plane Cycle plan. A little awkward. This hand's so slow, but it's just so sick. How is he about to beat 2 Battle Screeches? It just doesn't feel possible.
I don't feel like it's a thing.
With Time Walk and everything and a Swords backup, like yikes. He's gotta have a good series of plays here. Yeah, sure, that's not doing it.
So he's splashing red too for something.
Probably Trenches. Goblin Trenches is pretty likely here. Right on time or something. I'm done, go ahead. Next turn, Battle Screech, get 2 guys, tap 3 guys, flashback Battle Screech, tap 2 guys, flashback Battle Screech, I'm all in, go.
Swing. Time Walk, swing.
Yeah, Shadow gets in. No blocks. I'm not interested in blocking, but thanks for asking. Okay, yikes.
So now you're on the draw planes plan. Seems strong.
I mean, it's not super timely, but it is what it is. I got dubs, boys. I got dubs for days. Flashback 1. We're all in. Flashback 2. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
If he's got something that kills all the flyers, we're in trouble. But if he doesn't, he's pretty dead. I sound like Kermit the Frog after swallowing a broken harmonica. Well, it is what it is. I didn't go to super fancy voice school or... I don't even know. Whatever, dude.
What's that? X mana, 1 green that destroys all creatures with flying that have power X or something like that.
Hurricane deals X
Hurricane,
damage to each creature with flying.
yeah.
That's not in this set, but there is a card that costs green and 3 colorless that deals 3 damage to each creature with flying and each player. That's pretty close. Mana War, -1 token. Yikes, that totally messes up our clock, but I still don't really care. It's funny how that works.
Yeah.
He's still pretty goddamn dead.
Yeah, I feel like 7 tokens is irrelevant to 8.
I mean, it's annoying that like 24 divided by 8 is 3, so like we have to like
Right.
go an extra turn. But hey, I mean, I'm not gonna complain. Exile stops this. Sure, I'll take it. And like, it might just be correct to just jam this Time Walk right now. I'm not really sure. It probably is. I don't think it gets better than this for
I
us.
think it's a good idea to just...
It just doesn't get better than this for us, right?
think he probably scoops to time walk.
That feels so dirty. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's dead next turn. Damn it. If only we waited. Yikes. That would have been sick. He would have been so dead. That would have been hilarious. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry about the match or something. Hope you have Wrath of God. Yikes. Yeah,
What does
that's
he do?
realistic. Whenever Piana attacks, all attacking creatures
Oh,
plus
yeah,
+1 till end of turn.
That's dirty.
Cycle Radiance Judgment. Yeah, I hope you found that 4-mana Wrath of God that's not in this format. Yikes, that is so sick. Yeah, I'm gonna block. Oh God.
So we got to use the time walk, which was
Yeah,
pretty
for the first
exciting.
time. I've also got to use Double Battle Screech, which is still the best common in the set, as it turns out.
Yeah, it turns out double battle screech into time walk gets you there.
Yeah, it turns out our opponent was easily defeated by A, our superior card evaluation skills, B, our superior drafting skills, and C, our superior tactics. So, when you're superior in all those areas, it's pretty hard to not win a match at Magic the Gathering. Don't get me wrong, we're also drawing pretty well and running pretty hot. Like, there's some luck involved, but I also like to give myself a little bit of credit because I'm a narcissistic douchebag.
So do you think this guy's getting salty that
He's probably not happy that we play Battle Screech against him every single game, let alone 2 Battle Screeches.
in the time walk?
And the time walk, yeah, we had all these. So, yep, cycling resolves. I mean, I opened a time walk. I got past both Battle Screeches. Like, I don't understand. I got past Swords to Plowshares. Like, yeah, time walk might be like one of the best cards in my deck, but I got past everything else. And I was in the correct colors. Like, I don't know. Again, it's what I said was a little bit of an exaggeration, right? Don't get me wrong, it was. But I also think that we've played well and been getting relatively rewarded, so.
I think we just chalk that one up for another Madame split
Probably.
DMA
And then we can
draft.
some more in a little bit. Maybe do another one, but I can't imagine that seems like it's a good idea. So I'm going to be fucking dead later if that's the case. Holy crap. It's like, it's seriously like 10:30 right now or what? 10:15? I got to text Jared. Oh my god, this is wild.
Donuts.
Yeah. If I brought donuts in twice last week, so we better bring some in today. I'm gonna whoop his ass. I'm gonna whoop that ass.
So we never
Yikes.
saw the Storm deck. We
Yeah.
just went up against the mirror twice.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should just play this out as kind of a finale. I mean, our deck is like unbelievable. So if there's like one time to not split, this is probably it. Like, God, we're drawing super well. We have the evasive white deck. We have a time walk that just destroys our opponent. Like, yikes. I don't know. Usually I'm all for splitting, and if he'll give me the QP, then I'll split. But if not, then I mean, my goal is really just to get enough QPs to do the thing.
If not, then we fucking destroy.
Danger Zone, it's true, but I also have to try to show the best possible strategies so people get the most out of the stream. But I do like where your head's at. I do have to fill a lot of time because our decks are way too powerful.
It's just this superior drafting skills that come into play here.
I mean, again, there is luck, but yeah, and I do think that we have the right card evaluation skills. We're certainly moved ourselves into white and got past multiple Battle Screeches, a Swords to Plowshares, like a Piana, like many good white cards, right? Like, I think we drafted pretty well for our seat and made some good decisions, and we have a great deck as a result.
Yeah, if you want to see a shitty draft deck and just pure luck playing, we'll post a video sometime soon. Blue-red Jank gets you there.
Yeah.
In the Swiss.
There was a little bit of fun stuff in that deck, but realistically just type play coupled with some card advantage. Scrivener's is fun, but yeah, we did a Swiss draft earlier because the 8-4s weren't firing and everyone else that wanted to watch the draft was impatient, so we just did one of those and it was alright, and I'm sure we'll post a video of it at some point. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I have no idea how many people are watching. Let's check. Mouse. 86. That's not bad. It's pretty sweet. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you're having a good time. If you are enjoying the stream, feel free to hit that follow button. Couchlock Gaming. It's pretty great. We're trying to get more streams live from Vester's Gallery, the card store here, local card store here in Waterford, Michigan. If you like me personally and you want to support my own personal Twitch channel where I have been known to stream Magic in the past or something like that, or still future, whatever, stream there occasionally, twitch.tv/Madame. You can give me a follow there. That'd be great. Yeah, I don't know. Jester's Gallery, Waterford, Michigan. We're doing more streaming from here or something. It's pretty wild.
We draft, we stream, and then we draft some more. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's how it goes down.
Maybe at some point we'll figure out a way to get like a live draft stream set up. I don't know how hard that'd be. I'd have to like look into that. We have like webcams, but I don't know how hard that'd be to get like a table like cammed and mic'd up. But yeah, we do like drafts here. I don't know, but it appears to be like 5 to 6 a week now. I don't know how often that's going to be sustainable, but
That hasn't happened very often.
yeah, but I'm trying to change some of these things. I don't know. We do a lot of drafts, and today, specifically Sunday, if you're around 2 p.m., 6 p.m., or whenever we get 8 people that want to draft, we'll be firing Khans of Tarkir booster drafts. So come on down and check us out if you're in Michigan and you're kind of close. Yeah, I'll be here. I might be a zombie, but I'll be here.
He'll be here, he'll be drafting, and he'll be winning drafts. So.
Well, that's the idea, but we'll see. It's not always as easy as Vintage Masters. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't know. I still like Khans a fair amount, but I feel like I definitely have less of a skillage in VMA. Oh, yeah, but thanks everyone for watching. Hope you're having a good time. Again, just chilling between rounds. There's one more round. Maybe we'll split, maybe we won't. Maybe we're going to do another draft. I'm not entirely sure yet. It seems like we might be taking a slight break, but we'll definitely